Introduction. Criminal behavior, defined by various types of unlawful acts, is subject to legal scrutiny. Key elements include the act committed, actus reus, and the mental state behind it, mens rea. Motive, although not always required, can shed light on intent. Concepts like strict liability and omission also influence criminal liability. The Penal Code outlines prohibited acts and penalties. Understanding these elements is essential for the enforcement of justice. Types of crimes. Conduct. The accused has done something that is prohibited by the law. Example, driving under the influence of alcohol, DUI, is a conduct-based crime. If someone operates a vehicle while intoxicated, they are engaging in conduct prohibited by law. Result, the conduct of the accused caused a prohibited result. Example, in a case of vehicular manslaughter, the prohibited result is the death of another person. If someone drives recklessly and causes a fatal accident, their conduct has resulted in the prohibited outcome of another person's death.
What is the motive? Motive is not an essential element of a crime. It can be relevant in determining the perpetrator's intent or establishing a pattern of behavior. For examples, a person might commit a burglary to steal valuable items for financial gain. Revenge might be the motive behind a person committing assault against someone who wronged them. Jealousy could be the motive behind a person committing a crime of passion, such as murder or assault. Actus reus. Actus reus refers to a physical act or conduct that constitutes a criminal offense. It is the voluntary act that is prohibited by the law. For examples, driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs, breaking and entering into someone's house with the intent to commit theft, and lastly, physically assaulting another person.
So what is mens rea? Mens rea refers to the mental state or intention behind the criminal act. It involves the perpetrator's awareness of the wrongful nature of their action. So the examples like intentionally killing someone with premeditation and planning, knowingly and intentionally stealing items from a store, recklessly driving a vehicle in a manner that endangers others. So the criminal liability refers to the legal responsibility of an individual for committing a crime. To establish criminal liability, all necessary elements of a crime, such as actus reus and mens rea, must be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. If found guilty, the individual may face penalties such as imprisonment, fines, probation, or other sanctions.
Strict liability. Strict liability offences are crimes that do not require proof of mens rea. In other words, the perpetrator can be held criminally liable even if they did not intend to commit the crime. Examples include selling alcohol to a minor regardless of whether the seller knew the buyer's age, and another one is speeding violations, where the driver can be fined even if they were unaware of exceeding the speed limit. Penal Code. Section 378 typically pertains to theft in many jurisdictions, involves the unlawful taking of someone else's property with the intent of to permanently deprive them of it. Elements of theft typically include actus reus, the physical act of taking or appropriating someone else's property without their consent. This can involve various means, including deception, stealth, or the use of force. Mens rea, the mental state of intending to deprive the rightful owner of their property permanently. The perpetrator must have the intent to deprive the owner of their property at the time of the theft.
Hi, my name is Kalinidhi. So I'm going to talk about omissions. So omission refers to a failure to act when there is a legal duty to do so, while in the most cases there is no legal obligation to rescue or assist others. Certain relationships or situations may create a duty to act. So for example, omission could be a failure to provide necessary medical care to a dependent child, resulting in a harm or death. Finally, the conclusion. So in the conclusion, understanding the elements of the crime is crucial for comprehending and complexities of criminal law. So from this physical act, actus reus, and to the mental state, which is the mens rea, and the various types of offences, each component plays a vital role in determining the criminal liabilities. So together, these elements provide a framework for the legal professionals, law enforcement, and society to interpret and apply the justice within the bounds of the law.